Hi from Seattle, Washington. It's Robin Fritz, and it's time for Coffee and Cosmos with Robin. So, welcome. Today, I want to talk a little bit about what is intentional from observations I made about my own life and about my work life lately. And to find out what you think is intentional, how we look at that, and what mind, body, and spirit have to say about it. We're also going to do a quick guided relaxation and balancing with Fallon, the citrine Lemurian quartz. I have a crystal of the week, and we're happy to take a few questions from you. So feel free to chime in, let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you have some questions, and really what you think about the issue of intention. So let's get started again. My name is Robin Fritz. I'm an intuitive and spiritual consultant and a past life regression specialist based in Seattle. The crystal is Fallon. Fallon is a citrine Lemurian quartz. So join in, take a good look. I'll just sticking here in front of me. And take your attention to the top of your head and imagine that we're connecting mind, body, and spirit together. And you're just getting grounded and balanced in this space with all of us together. An opportunity for you to just do something for yourself today. So as you take your attention to the top of your head, imagine mind, body, and spirit are coming together. And as you breathe down from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet and back up again, we'll just release the cares of the day and help you get grounded in this space. So breathing down from the top of your head, down your face, your shoulders, your chest, your hips, your knees, and your feet. The top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Just feel the blocks moving away. And now as you breathe up from your feet, past your knees, your hips, your chest, your shoulders, your face, and the top of your head. Just feel that energy line complete its circuit. And feel your connection to Fallon, however your intuition works, but know that that supportive gold energy that is Fallon is with you during this broadcast. So today I want to talk a little bit about what is intentional. And it's coming up because in the last few weeks, I've done a lot of space clearings around Seattle, working with real estate agents and oftentimes their clients as well at the same time to clear space energetically because for one reason or another, the home that I'm at has not sold and the family needs for the home to sell. Now, space clearing, feng shui, all of that is a subject I'm going to cover this afternoon in my radio show at omtimes.com radio. Tune in this afternoon at 2 o'clock, the Practical Intuitive Mind, Body, Spirit for the Real World. We're going to talk about space clearing and all of that. But today, I just want to talk about intention because, we get so busy with all the periphery, all of the side things in a situation that we sometimes don't focus as well as we could on the intention of something. And I'm certainly one of those people who does that. We get involved in our busy daily lives. This morning I was up at the veterinarian with my dog and back again and trying to get started on the work day. And it's like, what is the focus of the day? And when you're talking about something as big as selling a house or getting a new job, or is this love relationship the right one for me, or even what am I going to do today to have the best day possible, we can get sidetracked from the main intention that we're focusing on. And that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today, but especially if it's a big thing like selling a house. So let me give you an example of what I'm thinking, and I'd love it if you chimed in and let me know what you think about intention. And I'm going to just finish what I was talking about here, and then I'm going to scroll through and look at your comments. So think about being in the position of selling a home. And when I go in and I ask an owner, what is it that you want to do here? they'll say, well, I don't want a home with stairs anymore, or I need to change school districts, or I'm going through a divorce, or I just need to downsize, or whatever. Sometimes it's even leaving Seattle, or horrors, and going somewhere else. When it's 90 degrees like today, it's hard to blame them. But anyway, I mean, those are the side issues. I need more money, or I need a different place, or I'm in a different part of the city and I need what all those are periphery issues. The main issue is, where do you intend to live and why? And that could go for a job. What do you intend for a job that you're going into? What do you intend for your animal family, as was my situation this morning with my dog at the veterinarian? Because the answer to what you intend is in a different space. And when you focus on that intention is when things really start to happen. Because you're focusing mind, body, and spirit on that area and getting a deliberate, focused response. So I had a client that I asked that question of, what is your intention for this home that you want to sell? He was very precise. I love this home. I still love this home, but I need to be in a different part of the city. I have chosen to be in a different part of the city that works for me. And my intention is to sell this home so that someone else can enjoy it. That home sold 6 hours later, right? I mean, he let the home know what his intention was. He very specifically stated his intention. Mind, body, and spirit came together. Was that the reason? Maybe. But it certainly helped him focus, and it helped the home focus. And listening to different people answer that question over time helped me to realize that I'm not always as focused intentionally as I could be. And that's where we all need to work on bringing mind, body, and spirit together to make our lives the best that they can be. We're always going to make mistakes. We're always going to have things happen. We're going to have great things happen. We're going to have silly things happen, and we're going to have unhappy things happen. But what is your intention in that moment? A deliberate, focused response covering mind, body, and spirit is something that you sat with for a while, in a big decision. Something that you weighed all the periphery, all of the items, all of the things on the edges of the decision, and focused in on what the main answer is. And that main answer also comes down to, what do you need to do in this situation to grow your soul? And while that sounds really spiritual, and it is, but it's also mind, body, and spirit, and it's coming together, focused in the correct space. Where am I growing my soul in this particular instance, and what is my intention to grow my soul, and how does that reverberate across my actions, and how does that affect other people? Little steps that you take to get to that main intention are not only fine, they're great. They're what you need to do to wade through. You can have a whole list of reasons why you want to sell your house, or a whole list of reasons why you want to weigh this relationship, or maybe look at a different job, or look at a different career, or whatever. You need to be clear-eyed. You need to, even write them down, the pros and cons of a situation. Be practical, and then focus on what is your intention in that situation, and really state it and be firm about it. And when I do that in my own life, everything gets more clear. Doesn't mean it's easy. It means that I know what my intention is there. And we can get to that intention by carefully weighing body, mind, and spirit, and determining what feeds us, mind, body, and spirit, what feeds us physically, emotionally, spiritually, in all different ways, what fits our practical needs. And of course, if you have a family, what also fits their needs, whether they're human or animals. Now, I'm not talking intention in terms of quantum physics, which I can go to, dig into in depth, and basically I say quantum physics is bunk, because it takes us to a different place. It takes us to a world that we created in our mind, which isn't even real. What is real is that we live in a world that is physically around us, and our intention helps us weigh the different things that are involved to come out to what we really need. Are there times when I work with a client on a space clearing project where they go, oh, I've made my intention and all of the reasons for selling this place aren't valid to me anymore. This is where I need to be. It's happened a few times, and that's fine, because that's where they focused and that's where they came to a decision. These decisions aren't always easy, but being intentional, being clear and focused on what that main primary thing is that you're going to grow your soul, that mind, body, and spirit are going to come together on and support you, that's where intention comes in and where it helps you make a decision. So let me look through and see where everybody's from today and your comments as well as I can. So someone from Florida, yay. D, hi, Kelly. New York, the Big Apple. I've actually been there a few times. New Hampshire, Missouri. So thank you all for chiming in. And yes, thank you for saying that intention is important. You know, sometimes it sounds like really fluffy, you know, and it's like, well, that's not going to help me earn a living, or it's not going to help me sell my house, or it's not going to help me, you know, make the best decision for dinner. But it does help. And the more we focus on what is our intention for this, the easier it is for that to just become a natural part of our daily life, that we can breathe through and go, okay, whatever it is that is going on, this is my intention for it. This is the result that I want. This is what I need. This is what it works in this situation. And it helps too when it's a difficult decision. It helps to focus. It helps to help you get grounded and balanced, and it helps you to deal with what comes up next. And you know, in the case of a loved one passing, which has happened to clients with their animals in the last month or so, a lot of animals have transitioned over, and the question is, what is your intention for your animal in that moment? What is the animal's intention? And, you know, do they want surgery? What is that going to mean to you and the family? So I hope this is giving you a few ideas on intention and how you're using it. Well, thank you for chiming in. And Dee, you thought you were crazy and an overthinker, because I'm missing maybe the first part of your purpose. That's a good, Mary, that's a good point. What is your purpose? I would distinguish that from intention simply because I'm thinking of mind, body, and spirit. And an intention to me is, this is what I'm focusing on. This is how it comes down to, this is the central issue. But purpose is another good word. Someone from Florida, great. I'm trying to scroll through. Dee, you're from Oklahoma. Oh, Haley, you're right. Intention doesn't make us overthinker. You're true. Life is on purpose. Intention, what was the thing there? No, it doesn't make you overthinkers. In many ways, and you're right, thanks for sharing that insight. In many ways, intention is a normal outgrowth of what we're all working for. So say you're looking to sell a house and you want this and you want that and you need this and you need that. But the main intention is, I need to be in this other place, and these are the reasons why. And that helps you focus the practicalities, but it also helps you bring it back into what's going to support your soul growth, what's going to support the mind, body, spirit needs of you and your entire family. And that's great. And the more we think about those things, great. So Carlene, your attention is a higher illumination. That's great. Dee is replying, I have OCD. Yeah. Those are all issues. I'm trying to scroll through here. It does, Kathleen. That's great, and that's perfect. Intention really does help clarify things. It's the overarching thing, and all the different threads come out of that. But when you focus through all those different things and come to that one central element, um, I had somebody say, "Well, I need to stay in Seattle," but that wasn't the question. The question is, what do you want? And from what you want, then what is your intention? Is it really to sell this place, or is it to stay and honor whatever it is that you've chosen to do in your life at that point? Yes, staying grounded is really, really important. Oops, sorry. Um, yes, you're right, Dee. Um, it does get complicated, and I'm hoping with a few ideas here of looking at it from what is the main thing that you want or need in that situation, then what is your intention? My intention is to sell this property. These are the reasons why. These are the pros and cons. My intention is to get a different job, maybe even in a different company. But how did you get to that decision? You got to that decision by looking at all the different things involved. Is there growth opportunity for you in that company? Is a job interesting to you? Do you feel yourself growing there? Do you feel that you can support the company's objectives for their company and where it's growing? Is it, that kind of company that you really want to be associated with or not? And those are all valid reasons for what am I going to do in my next job? And then focusing in on what that matters. So I hope this is giving you some ideas today of thinking about what is intentional in your life, in your moment, in your job, at work, in your home, and how does that look to you? And when you look at something from the standpoint of intention, then how do you honor that intention and how do you honor yourself? I mean, those are soul choices, mind, body, spirit choices. And the more you can say, well, I made this intention and this is what it's doing, you'll find yourself growing. I mean, intellectually, sure, practically, absolutely. Mind, body, and spirit coming together, and it makes all those decisions that come forward after that easier, and it helps you understand how you think, and it helps you respond better in an emergency. So when my mom was dying and I kept having to take her to the hospital for heart issues, their response was, okay, I know that this is not going to be a long-term thing. So what do I need to do in the moment to make sure that I can get through it at the end and not second guess myself after she's gone? And what would have been better for me at that time, 25 years ago, would have been to say, what is my intention? And then intention brings it back to something that offers me spiritual support as well as emotional support and physical support to get through those last days and to be the kind of daughter that I wanted to be in those moments. So, crystal of the week to support intentionality. Really, one of the best crystals is clear quartz. Now, Fallon here is not clear quartz. He's citrine Lemurian quartz, so that's rare. And you can probably see that slight gold cast to him, which is true citrine, which is really very pale. He's also quartz. And when he's at work, sometimes really he's just crystal clear, and you can't see the citrine at all. But here are two examples of clear quartz. This is a record keeper lemur, and we could talk about those at another time. But why choose clear quartz? Well, first, it's easy to come by, so you can easily get a piece of clear quartz. And it comes in so many different forms, from small little chips that you can stick in your pocket, jewelry to big clusters. So it's easy to come by, and it's easy for you to look at the various forms of quartz and see how you relate to it, how its energy relates to you, and how it works with you. But it's also a powerful energy amplifier and healer, so it can help clear out stuck energy, which holds us back from creating clear intentions. So holding your quartz or just asking it to work with you can clear out the blocks that are are blinding you from what your clear intention is in that particular situation. And that's what quartz can do for you. It can also help support your concentration. So look at different kinds of quartz and see what works for you. So, that's it for today. I want to thank you for joining me. It's been quite the busy day at my household. The unexpected things happening. And again, what was my intention this morning? My intention was to find out what was wrong with my dog's ear and get it fixed. And we're working on that. But think about moving forward and making little decisions based on what is my intention in the moment. Like, okay, I'm making lunch. Okay, but what is my intention for lunch? Is it to nourish myself? Is it to just treat myself to something really fun? It's because it's a hot day, whatever. What is your intention for that? And then build up to the bigger intention so that when you have to make a career decision or a partnership decision or a healthcare decision for you and your animals, or even something as big as selling a house or renting a new apartment or whatever it is, that you can focus on the large issue. What is the overall intention? What do I need, mind, body, and spirit? And go from there. And you'll find that your decisions become easier. Of course, we're all human. We're always have those extra things on the side. Those are the pros and cons. Weigh them and see what you get. So practice that this week. Come back and share your thoughts next week. And if you enjoy these broadcasts, please like this page and the other Om Times pages and my Facebook business page, The Practical Intuitive Robin M. Fritz. And this afternoon on my radio show, which is the first and third Mondays of the month at 2 Pacific time, 5 Eastern time, at omtimes.com radio, The Practical Intuitive Mind, Body, Spirit for the Real World. I'm going to be talking about the different kinds of space clearing, what works, what doesn't work, and why. And you're welcome to call in and share your experiences or ask a quick question about a space that you're living or working in. But I want to thank you for joining me today. I try to be here every Monday at 11 o'clock. If you have a subject you'd like us all to cover together, please send me a note on my Facebook page. Let me know what that is. If you'd like to work with me, you can go to my website, robinfritz.com. It's ROBYNFRITZ.com. I offer personal and business intuition, mediumship, animal communication, space clearing, past life and between life regression, soul progression clearing, which is a way of clearing out blocks, even from ancient times that are holding us back, and energy healing. So happy summer to those of you in the northern hemisphere. It's hot here on the West Coast this week, and we're going to find fun ways to cool off. I have the ocean right across the street. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week, I hope. Take care. Bye.